What up? The real MVPs here. And today we got a little tackle warehouse unboxing. Alright. So you know fall's coming up, right? So you have to go get fall baits. Got a little tackle warehouse unboxing. And the first bait that I had to get for fall, and these are all baits that I never used before, is a Berkley Magic Swimmer. So it's a swim bait. Supposedly it was made by Seville. Berkley took over it, and now they're making it. Matter of fact, it says it right there on the back of the box. The original Seville Magic Swimmer. Alright. You know I love flutes. So they got a lot of Japanese style baits coming out right now, and this is one I had to go with, the Hide Up Judy Fish. What kills me is though there's only 4 in the pack. This pack is $16. There's only 4 in the pack. This pack is $16. There's only 4 in the pack. But I'm gonna practice mid-strolling. I'm gonna practice, even though I don't have a forward-facing sonar, we're gonna practice mid-strolling, and we may even work them like a fluke at times. We got the BR fish coming out of Japan. Now these heads go with this bait specifically. This head right here is made for this bait. So you can work this bait upside down, or you can work this bait the correct, you know, how it sits like it is. And it's got 2 different actions. So if you work it upside down, it gives you one action, and then if you work it the other way, it gives you another action. So I had to try this. This is another part of me playing with the mid-strolling. Even like I said, even though I don't have forward-facing sonar, I can still go learn the technique, right? I think these are gonna be a player though. I think these right here are gonna be key, especially in the fall, especially coming up with it being fall. You can fish them like a fluke, you know. Well, you're gonna have that shake in your rod. You're not really gonna fish them like a fluke. You're gonna have that shake in your rod, and that's gonna create this almost like walk the dog action underwater. And then you can throw it the other way, flip it around, and it'll have where the tail just kind of shakes. You can just reel it and the tail will just kind of shake. So then you already know rattle traps are a great fall bait. If you don't know, now you know. But we got the Berkley Power Vibe. So I'm assuming this is to take place of like a lipless crankbait. Let me get this open. Once again, you can practice mid-strolling with this bait. And you know, you're seeing a pattern. I got baits that I can really practice a new technique. Also, that are bait fish presentations. Don't have any rattles in it. It has a little split tail. And I'm assuming it just kind of through the water. You know, a real finesse, lipless crankbait type of bite. 3 come in a pack. They say they're Berkley power bait, but these don't really have a strong scent. They smell more plastic than they do like power bait. They smell more of like a plastic, like a swim bait would. The Judy fish right here And as you can see, it looks like a fluke, but you separate all these tentacles, and you got yourself just something different that the fish don't really get to see a lot. You see all those tentacles? So, like I said, you can work this like a fluke, but you could put this also on a jig head and give it that shape and reel and work it like you mid-strolling. So, as you can see, everything I got is bait fish color. So this bait fish color, right? This, trying to get it in focus. This is a bait fish color. This is a bait fish color. The swim bait fish color. Bait fish color. So as you can see, there's a pattern for fall. And even if you don't necessarily have shad in your lake, it don't mean that a bass isn't naturally triggered to bite when it sees a shad. So just because you don't have shad don't mean that they won't bite shad or a shad colored bait. And then as you can see, these bait fish color. I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but I went ahead and went with a bait fish color for these as well, the BR fish. So the BR fish is 5 inches. This is the 5-inch one. These are the 5-inch ones right here. Here's my hand for comparison. The size head we got the 3/16 with the 1/0. 3/16 with 1/0. In the power valve, we got the 3-inch 3/8 one. In the Magic Swimmer, this is a size 110. This is size 110 right here. Oh. There's my hand for comparison. And then in the Judy fish, we got the 5.2 inch. And there's my hand for comparison. This the 5.2 inch. Then you know we had to get the Tackle Warehouse free sticker. So yeah, man, that's my Tackle Warehouse little unboxing. It ain't much, but it's something to work with, something to play with. A few new lures from Japan. A few new lures that I've never even actually worked, never even actually touched. All these lures I've never used. So we're gonna have to make a video on them trying to catch fish, right?